Welcome to the Southern Oracles. I am the Childlike Empress,
And I'm Neora.
and this reading is for Scorpio for January 2019. This is a general reading, which means it may or may not apply to your situation. If so, take the parts that apply and let the others fly. The cards are already laid out to save time, and since we're not one for long introductions, let's get started. So, the way that this channel works is we usually, the Orin and I usually look at the spread and kind of give whatever interpretations that we feel are appropriate. For this one, it was kind of funny because we were pretty much in unison with the meaning and what we came, like the conclusion that we came to. So the overall energy for the reading is the Five of Pentacles. Usually the Five of Pentacles means somebody being left out in the cold. You have a picture of a woman walking by a church barefoot with her young lame son, I think. In this one, there's a woman holding a child. You can get a visual on it because the picture is important here. For this particular reading, and the way that I read the Five of Pentacles, being an earth sign, this woman knows that she's outside of a church and she's choosing not to go inside. So the way I read this card is I read it sometimes as an act of rebellion. A lot of times I do. To me, it's almost like shunning or walking away from institutions that you feel bind you or try to control you or things like that. So that could be an institution like a marriage, or it could be a church where they try to make you believe in a certain doctrine, etc.
I think it's interesting to note that with the five, I think they've disappointed you in the past.
Yeah.
The reason why you're rebelling against this particular institution is because you've been disappointed by them in the past.
Yeah, and that actually comes out as undertones within the spread. So just the overall energy right now we're seeing is somebody who's walking away from something that has disappointed them in the past, but they're choosing to do so. So the first card, or the real heart of the matter, is the Magician. So that's this card right here. I'm going to pull this one up really quick. Okay. So we've got the Magician as the heart of the matter. Whatever the problem is, it stems from this. And the Magician has to do with somebody who is like a master of the universe and can take whatever different elements, their emotions, their passion, their wealth and resources, also their intellect, right? And can create whatever it is that they want to create. But because it's the heart of the matter and the blockage to it is justice, I thought, and I think the Orin agrees with me as well, that this represents manipulation. Someone was dealing with someone who was manipulating them in the past, or this is a situation. You've got manipulation as the heart of the matter, what the problem is. And what I think is, or we basically think that someone's deciding to leave that manipulation behind.
Well, they're taking their power back from somebody who had power
Right.
previously.
So, yeah, there could be dual meanings here, because if you've got the Magician, again, master of the universe, the heart of the matter could be somebody feels like they've been manipulated. With the Ten of Swords next to it, that can be betrayal, backstabbing, trickery, right? Deceit. And then you got the Magician and the Two of Wands. So it can be that this person feels like they were manipulated, and also that this person has decided to end that manipulation.
Right, because as you can see with the Ten of Swords, he's coming out of this energy.
Mm-hmm.
The dawn is coming. The dawn is rising.
Right.
You know, it's darkest before the dawn, but see the lights coming up? And so he's done with the overthinking, the pain,
Right.
the hurt, all of that.
Right. Probably figuring out that that's what's been done to him. So this person... Or her, right. So this person has decided to take their power back. And that also is confirmed by this, which is the energies that can help or hinder you. Yeah. Right here, the advice, which is the Emperor. And they're saying this person is taking their power back. They're getting their control back over the situation. And they're not going to let themselves be manipulated anymore.
Right, and we can see that it's a decision they didn't come to, like, they had to go soul searching.
Mm-hmm.
Please excuse my voice, I'm getting over some strep throat here. But they had to do some soul searching. And you can see that with the Eight of Cups and the Hermit.
Yeah.
You know, they had to see what was in their mind as well as what was in their heart, how they felt about the situation. And I think they thought long and hard about it, you know, and then they finally reached a conclusion. And now with the Two of Wands, they're kind of walking their walk and talking their talk now that they figured out the solution. to the problem.
And I definitely would say part of the reclaiming their power has to be with this person becoming older and wiser. With the hermit being the headspace, this person has learned some lessons or just figured some things out through experience or even through inner thought. They've been able to, and I would say that maybe it's even inner reflection, especially with the Ace of Swords being the environment above the person, how they see themselves. I'd say that the person, through some lessons learned, probably with that Ten of Swords, which is many different lessons, the person became older and wiser and figured out, you know what, I'm better than this, with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, or even I'm stronger than this, I'm more powerful, I'm not as weak as this person thinks that I am, whatever person it is that was manipulating someone in this spread. So the next card that we have, as to what the person's going to do about it, because they're thinking very long and hard about how to take their power and control back. The person decides that they're going to leave to either seek something better. And I think that
Well, with the 8, he's going to the 9.
Yes.
So he's seeking his own personal happiness.
Yep. And I could see that because the person sees themselves as the King of Pentacles. So whatever it is they're seeking has to do with their own security, maybe their own stability,
self-reliance,
their own self-reliance, right? So maybe with that, pair that with the Emperor, and you're looking for somebody who's really trying to mature and be in control of their own life. That's what this person is. He's in control of his life.
Going back to what you said about the person being older now, this could be a person that has been manipulating you for years and years, you know, and now you're just like, no, I'm the one in control. I'm an adult. I'm whatever.
Right.
Could be a parent, you know, or some kind of narc.
Yeah, it could be some narcissistic person that you are, that they, for some reason, they know how to get through to you. They know how to hurt you because you got 10 swords. So they've been doing this for over a period of time. And now you're finally getting hip to it. That's what this is saying. You're finally getting wise to it. You know the only way that you're going to be able to be secure is to leave these people behind, or leave this person. It could be a group, it may not be, but leave that person behind completely. Just cut off all ties and find your own happiness, because nothing that they've told you has been true, or maybe it has been, but it's been used in a way to keep you stuck or confused, is what I see, because you have this sort of clarity as the environment, what the universe is presenting to you as an option. So they're saying to you, at one point maybe you were confused. You know, you didn't know which way to go. You know, should you
That's
stay?
plus with the magician, he's an illusionist.
Right.
He can show you exactly, he can show you what you want to see and sort of dazzle you, you know, pulling rabbits out of his hat, you know.
To keep you in a state of confusion. And I think, but even with that state of confusion, still, you were feeling pain. So whatever it was that they were telling you, most likely was for their benefit, because the magician's a manipulator. So this person was manipulating you for their own gain, and it was your loss. You suffered many losses because of this person. So that's what we see as far as the main issue of what's actually going on, the situation at hand. Now for this, how you see yourself, I want to stick to that a little bit, because when we were looking over the spread, the Orient had a really good observation about how she saw that card. Well, so you were talking about how this person is kind of bossing up a little bit. Like, instead of being, it's not self-reliant, this person is learning to be more secure. That's what I think the word
within themselves.
Within themselves, right. This isn't necessarily, maybe the person is finally becoming more grounded, and they found the career that they want to be in, but I think it's deeper than that. I think this is somebody who's just secure, and these insecurities, they've left that in the past. They're no longer, you know, those swords that were constantly plaguing them, especially with the Hermit being their headspace. They decided to leave those thoughts, those feelings, or the emotions that it elicits in them in the past. You know, this person is secure in themselves. They're like, you know what, I'm not what you tell me that I am. I'm not less than, I'm not, you know, I guess maybe it's a little bit selfish. This person has to be a little bit selfish to protect themselves, but it's a secure way. It's not in any way that's negative. It's a very positive way. It gives this person the power that they need
to walk away.
To walk away, yeah. And the universe is giving them that, because always remember that every ace is a gift or an opportunity. from the universe. So maybe events happened that opened this person's eyes.
But I also see that as a wake up call to the other person. I see that as they're getting wind of that you're not going to take this anymore. That you're walking away with that too.
That's true.
They're like, yeah, it's a wake up call.
Yeah, almost like seeing you becoming this person, becoming secure, becoming financially stable, becoming self-reliant, not listening to them for advice. Maybe they manipulate through you through the advice that they give you, is making this person kind of like a little scared, a little shocked, because now they see things are different. They're like, oh wow, this is not the same dynamics that it was before. We get that from the justice card being the blockage. Because why else? Why would justice be a blockage? And when we clarified it, we got the sacerdote, which is faith. Usually has to do with like a religious figure, maybe a priest. We got the Viaggio. We got La Costanza. The Viaggio is somebody who's a traveler, somebody who likes to travel. And in this one, I would say it's your own forward movement and progress. La Costanza, which is a constant thought, right? Because you see the halo around her head. It's just something that's constant. And then you have the Desperato per Gelosia.
Desperate jealousy.
Which can mean negative thoughts. It can be anger, jealousy, malice, anything like that. So if you put them together in the order that they came
Well, I think the Sacerdote echoes this 5 of Pentacles.
Yep.
For me, it's here you are with no faith. You're a man of faith with no faith. I don't know what...
Well, maybe a man of faith with no home.
With no home?
Meaning like you have...
Well, you have faith in yourself, but
right.
not in this...
system, right.
Not in the system, not within this relationship,
right.
not within this job.
Right.
But you are secure in yourself.
Right.
Now.
Yeah. You're just a man without a church, really.
Yeah.
And then you've got this journey, this constant thought process right here, and then desperate jealousy. I don't think this person's happy, if you think about it, that you're moving on, that you're moving forward. This person, it's something that causes them a great deal of anxiety, and for all we know, this could easily, because these are shared energies, the cards tell multiple stories and layers. This could easily be their energy as well, that the fact that they can't manipulate you and you're traveling your own path is causing them an immense amount of stress. You know what I mean? But that's what, it's justice. That's why they're saying it's justice. You moving on is causing this person all the pain and anxiety that they've already caused you.
In the past.
Right, in the past. You breaking free and walking away from all of this is exactly what they deserve. That stress, that pain, those terrible thoughts where they just feel desperate, because they can't control you. It's causing them the exact pain that they deserve.
I mean, it might be causing you a good deal of anxiety as well.
Right. But
moving on might be causing you an anxiety, but because you're moving into a space where you feel secure with yourself. You no longer feel safe in this relationship or in this, you don't feel secure.
Right.
So changing up everything that you know is causing you a bit of anxiety as well. You see how he's moving? But they're moving towards the anxiety as well.
So I would even say, and just because, again, the cards always reveal things in layers, I would even venture to say that this is something that you had to learn. So even though there was a lot of pain, the reason why it was what can help or hinder
karmic lesson, you mean?
It can be a karmic lesson that you needed to become more self-reliant, more secure. It's less codependent on people's relationships, or codependent in a relationship, and that relationship can be familial. This kind of feels almost like a family thing, like a parent or something like that.
But it could be a lot of karmic lessons. A lot of karmics do feel like a parent-child relationships at points.
Right. Maybe you attracted someone to you, or you were dealing with someone who reminded you of a parent, who said really cutting things that kind of hurt you deep, that, old childhood wounding.
Maybe use money.
Yes,
or
they can use all things at their disposal.
To manipulate you and to keep you under their thumb.
Your emotions right around their neck. There's and then your passion for them, and then they use the things that they say to kind of keep you in place, and they use their money to control your movements. So this person had an arsenal of ways to keep you under their thumb, but you had to learn, because it can help or hinder. You had to learn to just let it all go. They can have them. They can have the house. They can have the car, the bank account. I don't love them anymore, so they don't have that emotional tie to me. You don't care about the things that they say, because you know now what your worth is. and you just are deciding that, you're going to do what you want to do. They can't control what it is that you want to do. So it's causing, for both of you, the karmic justice for this person is they're getting just right back what they deserve. But the karmic justice for you is that you're becoming the person that you should become, the best person that you should become. And they were able to help you to do that. So if nothing else, everybody played a part in the lessons that you needed to learn to become this emperor. And this is Mars energy. I know a lot of people don't always read this as a Scorpio card, but we do, because again, the emperor is Mars energy. So you've got Aries and Scorpio, who Mars is major planet, and then his counterpart, which is Venus, which is Libra, and Taurus, which is the opposite signs, which is actually perfect for that. So the end of the spread, I guess the outcome, the two cards fell out. We got the Four of Swords and we got the Queen of Swords. So we can read it a couple ways. Easiest way is to say, now that you've walked away without a trace, because it almost looks like you just walked away without saying anything. I say that because it's got this person frantic, and if they can't control you, you must have done it in a way that they have no control over. So maybe you just ghosted them, or you just walked away without saying why.
In the middle of the night.
Yep, you just packed your stuff and left.
By the light of the moon.
Mm-hmm. By the light of the moon, with a knapsack, you left, right? And this person is literally, the easiest way to interpret it would be that this person may be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Queen of Swords type, that you left. And when you left this person with a lot of pain from the manner in which you left. You just picked up and left, and it caused this person a lot of pain. And it also, if you see the Sword of Clarity, is resting beneath this person. It made this person realize some things that they had done to you. But the second thing that I think is that this could be you. This could be you.
All grown up.
All glowed up and deciding that you are not going to let anybody cause you that kind of heartache again.
You're reflecting on it. You're reflecting on all the pain.
Yeah.
And little lessons.
Yep.
Because those swords could even be pain. It could be lessons, though.
Yeah. They absolutely can. So this could be you.
And you're like, no more. Right. Never again.
She's holding that sword of truth really high, and there's a beam of light. So there's definitely enlightenment at the end of it. And because it's right here in your environment, this could very well be you, knowing now that you're never gonna, especially resting on that, let somebody hurt you like that again or control you like that again. And then the advice from the universe, and I know we have it like this. So this is how you see yourself, your environment, your advice, and the outcome. I like to put it like this because I feel like the universe and the environment around you is similar to what the outcome is, so I put the outcome cards next to it. But the advice from the universe is still consistent with the whole message. The whole advice for you is to boss up. You're doing
Take control.
Take control. And not in a manipulative way. You see, these two characters both take control. But one of them is an illusion. They use tools and they don't have any true power. They use you to give them power. They took your power. That's what all of these green swirls are. That was your energy that they were manipulating, not their own. The magician doesn't have anything of his own. He takes other people's resources and makes something out of it. But this person, the emperor, he owns everything. The resources and the strength that he has comes from him. The hard work that he puts in, all the effort that he does, the mental work and the planning and the, all the things that he does, the power comes from him, and that's why he's able to run an empire.
And another thing, with an emperor, he can't be dethroned.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like a president where he's only there for 4 years.
Yes.
This is his birthright. This is where he is, and this is where he's going to stay. His kids, and his kids' will be the emperor.
Right. This is something that's been given to you. This is a clean slate, because I oftentimes look at because this is the universal energy. I oftentimes look at this Ace of Swords as a clean slate. You had a troubled past, but you got a bright new beginning now. You got a new slate. All that stuff is in the past. It's done. That's why the sword came and cut it. You actually have the opportunity to run things forever. I mean, this is what the universe is giving to you. That beginning that you've always wanted. You don't have to worry about the past anymore. It's cleansed out. It's karmically. That's where the Justice card comes in. What helps you. The slate is clear. The karma is done. The lessons are learned. It's your time.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Universe will take care of it.
Right. It's been done. That person's gotten what they needed. They're laying down thinking about what they've done. And now you got what you needed, the clarity. You took the steps to become the person that you're going to become. So It's actually a really great reading, and I'm not saying positive doesn't always mean great, meaning everything isn't always sunshine and rainbows, but it's a good message because it doesn't have to be sunshine and rainbows. If you were still in this position, who cares if you were in the relationship with the person that you want to be with? You know, this is the best reading it could be because you're going to be the person that you always have wanted to be.
Okay, so let's talk about the signs that we see.
Yeah, yeah.
We start with the Virgo card, which is the Hermit.
Pretty much stands out there.
The Magician, which is Gemini.
And we've got it. We've got air sign. We've got Gemini twice in a sense because we've got the Queen of Swords and the Magician.
So we have, but it could also be an Aquarius or Libra. I see the Aries or Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the King of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn.
Right. So you could be dealing with any of those signs.
Did I say Libra? Yeah, I did.
No, we said
with judgment, justice.
Justice. We didn't say Libra. So.
With Libra. Okay.
Yeah. So again, yeah, you see air sign represented again. You've got a Libra. Could be a Libra woman. Could be a Gemini woman. Just because of the Queen of Swords and the air.
Also, could, now that you say that, with this justice next to this air sign, it's like you have become karmic. You have become karma just by you being you. Is that,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You got the justice that you've been looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so this is what I say. We want to title this video, Revenge is a Dish Best Served Cold. Because it seems like by leaving this person the way that you did, it created all the justice that was needed and you didn't have to do anything but do what was best for you. So you didn't need to argue or fight. All you needed to do was walk away and the universe took over. So that's all the messages that I got.
Me too. I think those are all energies.
All right, so take with it or do what you will with it, basically. If you like the reading, of course, please like
share, and subscribe.
And until then, we'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.